Hi, and welcome to the Leadership Thoughts. My name is Steve Onguko. I hope you're being blessed wherever you are. And today we want to talk about leadership that is secure. We are called as Christian leaders to be secure in whatever we do. We should never strive every kind of emerging leaders amongst us. Rather, we should be able to enhance, empower, and encourage those whom God is raising in our midst. It's unfortunate that Christian leaders are the one called to strive and kill every emerging leaders so that they can remain relevant and they can remain to be, popular amongst the people. But when you read the book of Numbers chapter 11 and verse 21, this is a reminder to each and every one of us that as leaders we ought to be secure and not to strive every kind of leaders that God is raising amongst us. A story is told, where Moses was told by the Lord to choose the 70 elders. And these elders were meant to assist Moses in bearing the burden of the children of Israel. And then we are told there are two men. Actually, the Bible tells us in verse 29. In verse 29, we are told, let me get there very fast. In verse 29, we are told, then Moses said to them, are you jealous of for my sake, or that the Lord's people were prophets and that the Lord will put the Spirit upon them? And so, we see Joshua in verse 28 running to Moses, his mentor, and telling them there are two people in the camp, and this was Eldad, and Medad. These were two people who were left in the camp and they were prophesying. This is after the elders were chosen to bear the burden with Moses, and they ran to him. Probably they thought there was something wrong with these people. They were going to tell Moses, these people who actually your spirit upon them is making them prophesy. And Moses is telling Joshua, you know what? I even desire of all men to actually prophesy. This is a true show of leadership. This is a leader who says, it doesn't matter, the spirit that is upon me. And remember God saying, the spirit that is upon you, when you read up there, it says, I will also pour it among the 70 elders you're going to choose that are going to help you in bearing the burden of the Israelites. And so here we see Joshua. Joshua is concerned, and he's like, hey, Maze, why are you, the people who are also prophesying the Spirit. And Moses is telling them, I wish even all men will prophesy. A pure example of a leader who is not threatened by emerging of other leaders. And my encouragement to you today, and also to myself, is that we will be leaders as we have gone ahead